Hey guys, it's Diane Hockman and I'm back with the MLM X Factor. You know, I was reading the other day, I was on a conference call actually, and I did a little riff. I call that when I just go off on passion and start kind of ranting and raving. Something from one of the booklets that my buddy Schroeder put together, and it says right on the cover, everyone is self-made, not just millionaires. And I thought about that. I had seen this booklet a million times. I should grab it for you, but it's over there. So it hit me. I had seen it a million times, and all of a sudden I started thinking about it. You know, everybody talks about that's a self-made millionaire. He's a self-made mogul. It's Donald Trump or so-and-so or whoever. And nobody ever says, well, he's self-made 3 times bankruptcy loser. Well, he's a self-made absolute total moron. Well, he's a self-made, you know, dumb whatever. Nobody ever says that. And it started to make me think, if everybody's self-made, not just millionaires, then when I was fat and I was broke, if you guys don't know my story and haven't seen my other videos, I used to weigh 270 pounds. I was $40,000 in credit card debt before I got involved in network marketing, before I found this whole world. I was the one who made myself that. I was the one that was responsible. I put the food in my mouth. I, you know, ran the credit card debt up. I was buying all kinds of junk down at Kmart to try to make myself feel better. I was self-made. And it was the day that I stood in the moment and realized that I was the only one responsible. Not my parents for feeding me the wrong food, not the fast food companies, not Dunkin' Donuts that I went to 3 times a day. Nobody else was responsible for my physical condition but me. And nobody else was responsible for my financial condition but me. It wasn't Visa and MasterCard with the 22 and 25% interest rates. It wasn't the stores that sucked me in. It wasn't the infomercials on TV that made me do it. It was me. I was self-made. We all are. The good news and what excites me when I think about it is that if that's true, if you stand and you look at your current circumstances, well, then you can start to realize that you can self-make yourself into anything you want. And that's what I did. I got very serious about my business, my home business. And I also got very serious about taking care of my body and my nutrition and so on and so forth. And it took a while. And it was painful. I'm not going to kid you. There were days where I had so many bill collectors calling and I wanted to eat, you know, that muffin and whatever so bad. But I persevered and I was very consistent. And little by little, I self-made myself into the person that I wanted to become. So today, take a look. Why don't you take a little inventory? It's a great word, inventory. Write down, what is your financial state? What is your health state? What is your business state? Look at the things that you want to change and then look at who's responsible. The ultimate answer is you. There's nobody to blame for anything. I'm sorry, guys. You can try all day long, but it ain't going to change it. And then what kind of action steps do you need to be taking on a daily basis? If we study the big guys in the industry, if we study those that have gone the distance, and there's people, you know, making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and there's people making, there's people in this industry making $1 million a month. What was the difference between what they were doing and what you've been doing? I started to look at, here's the guy, I want to be like him. What are his daily actions? I got in there, I started to pick their brains, finding out, what are you doing? How do you do it? When do you do it? And I employed myself. I went to work and I took those actions and I decided that I was going to go for it for at least 90 days until I could see some results so I could measure. Because otherwise I'd be left exactly where I was when I started. So, we're all self-made. Who have you made yourself into? And what are you willing to do to make yourself into the person that you truly wish to become and maybe become that self-made millionaire? I have. It's amazing. Anybody can, but you got to stop, you got to look, and you got to take responsibility. So that's it for the MLM X Factor today. Guys, for more of these videos, you can just run over to www.mlmxfactor.com. There's a whole bunch there, okay? We'll see you next time. This has been Diane Hockman.